Hello, and welcome to Make a Difference, the show about how volunteers are making a difference every day here in Montgomery County. I'm your host, Lorraine Driscoll. Today, we'll discuss how volunteers help Habitat for Humanity of Metro Maryland to create decent and affordable homeownership opportunities in Montgomery and Prince George's counties. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Make a Difference. I'm your host, Lorraine Driscoll. With me today is John Paukstis, President and CEO of Habitat for Humanity of Metro Maryland, and Monet Friedman, Volunteer Services Coordinator at Habitat. John, Monet, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And John, why don't we start with you? Tell me about the mission of Habitat for Humanity of Metro Maryland, and what are some of your major projects that you're involved in to help people?
Okay. Habitat builds affordable housing for low to moderate income home buyers in Montgomery County. We build new construction, single family homes and townhouses. We also buy vacant foreclosed properties and renovate them and resell them to qualified home buyers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a partnership program, so people have to qualify for our program. They have to be in a certain income range. They have to do sweat equity. They have to help build their home, and they have to attend education workshops. We've been in business for 35 years in Montgomery County. We develop the land. We're licensed contractors, and we are the bank. We provide a 30-year interest-free mortgage for people who qualify for our program.
Wow, so top to bottom, you've got the whole program.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're very comprehensive. We could not do our work, although we have a professional staff, we could not do our work without volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Monet comes in, because she coordinates nearly 5,000 volunteers a year that volunteer with us.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what are some of the volunteer opportunities available at Habitat?
So one of our largest volunteer opportunities is located in our Restore. We have two locations.
Restore?
Restore.
Oh, so it's like that's the name of the store?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes. So we have two locations. One is in Silver Spring and the other is located in Rockville, where we accept donated materials. So building materials, furniture, home decor items, and we sell it back to the public at a reasonable cost.
Oh.
Our proceeds goes back towards our mission of affordable housing, and it's our biggest need for volunteers. Volunteers can be expected to help with customer service, bringing in donations.
So it's like any kind of store?
Yes.
So you're greeting people as they come in and...
Yes, we greet people as they come in. Volunteers can be cashiers. They can process our donations, and they can also work on social media while getting our materials up on our websites to advertise for our sales. We're open 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday, and then we're open on Sundays from 10 to 4. Our times will actually be changing in February, so on Sunday we're going to be open from 11 to 5.
So these stores are in Rockville and Silver Spring.
Yes.
And you are recruiting volunteers to come for these hours Monday through Saturday?
And Sunday.
Oh, and
yes.
Sunday, excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. And so, like, what kind of shifts? Couple out?
Yes, they're usually from 9 to 1, from 1 to 5, and then we have a late shift from 3 to 6. That's really good for our high school students.
Oh, okay. So does this qualify for student service learning?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yes.
That's always a good thing.
Yes. So we do student service learning, and we also do community service hours as well.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's awesome. Very convenient for people to be able to come to one place and work a number of hours and meet their goals.
Yes.
So what are some of the things, so it's kind of like a store as the customers come in, but then there's that back end with all the donations. What are those volunteer roles like?
So we're bringing in donations. We also have 2 trucks that go out into the community and pick up donations and bring them back to the store.
Okay.
So a volunteer can be expected to help get those donations off of the truck, greet any of our donors at our loading bay door, and clean any of our merchandise. If they've been working with us for a considerable amount of time, they could price some of our merchandise as well, and then get it ready for the sales floor and push it out onto the sales floor.
And what are some of the things volunteers do to get things ready for the sales floor?
Well, I mean, we have skilled people who come in. So oftentimes they're seniors who are retired, and they may have skills like they're able to repair a table. or electronics or things like that, or chandeliers.
Oh, okay.
Clean and repair chandeliers before they're priced and placed on the floor for resale. And we repurpose over 1,200 tons of material every year from the landfill by accepting.
So it's an environmental.
It really is. We've gotten awards for that because
Wow.
we repurpose so many things. So it's a great way to meet people and bond with people. We have a great atmosphere in our stores. It's exciting because every week the material turns over, so it's always something new.
I'm sure you get crazy donations in this. I mean, this area has people from all over the world. You probably get
Right.
really interesting stuff.
Oh yes, we've gotten in pinball machines,
Oh.
stoves that were pink from the 1950s.
Oh.
We've actually gotten a stool, which was interesting, or I should say maybe a bedpan,
Oh.
but it looks like it was from the early 1900s.
Wow. Wow.
So we've had some very interesting things come into the store, and each day is like a new day when you work inside of the Restore.
And it sounds like a real teamwork opportunity.
It really
like
is,
all these
yeah.
pieces,
Yeah.
and you were mentioning to me that it's for people who are moving the furniture that they don't really need a gym membership.
No, working in the Restore is a free gym membership. We have all of the carts and tools you need to do team lifts and things like that, but
Right.
we have so many different types of materials. If you're working hard in the Restore, you don't have to go to
I mean,
the gym
just
the
moving
next
back
day.
and forth, you're gonna
Exactly.
you're gonna get your
Yes.
workout.
And it's also a great opportunity for people to volunteer as a group. So if families can volunteer together,
Okay.
if you want to come in with your friends, that's fine, or a spouse or anything like
So
that. we're
neighbors,
welcome.
school friends, want to
Yes.
get their SSL hours, whatever.
Right.
Yes.
And then plus you'll meet people.
Right.
Yes.
And you were saying about when you started out as a volunteer at Restore?
Yes, so about 6 years ago, I started off as an intern in the Restore, and it's been a great experience because over the course of years, I've met many customers and many volunteers, even when I was a volunteer, and it's nice when I go to different areas within the community and I see volunteers who I haven't seen in 3 or 4 years, and they actually recognize who I am, and I recognize them as well. So it's a lot of fun.
Building your networks
Yes.
and just
Right.
and
Nice
running into
relationships.
people around who are the helper types, which is always nice.
Exactly.
So if people want to volunteer with Habitat for Humanity in the Restore or any of your other programs, which we'll talk about in a second, how do they reach you?
So you would go to our website, it's habitatmm.org, and click on the button for Get Involved.
Okay.
And once you go there, you'll see the different opportunities where you can get involved, whether it's in our office, on the construction site, or inside of our Restore.
Okay. All right. And then is there a phone number too if people would rather?
Sure, you can give me a call at 301-990-0014, extension 18. You can also email me. It's Monet, M-O-N-E-T, period, Friedman, F-R-I-E-D-M-A-N, at habitatmm.org.
Okay. And so if you're not sure which you might want to do and, phone or email, you can kind of get a little more feel for things.
Exactly.
So so the Restore is a big project in Rockville and Silver Spring, lots of volunteer opportunities for individuals and groups. You do other important roles. Tell me about some of the other projects that Habitat.
Well, we are licensed contractors, and the work we do on a construction site, whether it's new construction or taking an existing property and renovating it, we use a lot of volunteers, and a lot of volunteer groups come to our construction site.
This is what we see former President Jimmy Carter doing.
That's correct. He does volunteer. He's very serious about it. He's been doing it for a long time. On the construction site, if you volunteer as an individual, you don't really need any skills because we have professional supervision. We are licensed contractors, plus we have what we call crew leaders. These are skilled volunteers who come every week and supervise people who don't have skills but want to volunteer and help. So we do, like any construction site, if there's safety involved. Often we have to wear hard hats and gloves and eye protection.
So it's professional.
It's professional.
And yet
yes.
volunteers can come and help.
Right. We have a very good safety record, very careful about that. And the great thing about it is that you'll often be working side by side with the person who will be the homeowner, because they have to do their sweat equity.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity to give back to the community and make a difference in someone's life, because generally if someone's applying to Habitat, it's because they can't afford a decent house to live in, They may be living in substandard conditions. They may be cost burdened with rent. So we're all about providing a handout, not a hand up, not a hand out. Didn't come out right?
Yeah.
But
We know what you meant.
You know what I meant? And it makes a difference in someone's life, and the children have a decent place to study. Generally, grades improve. The whole quality of life for a person who lives in a habitat improves.
Right. And so you can go to the same website,
habitatmm.org.
to find out about volunteering on a construction site.
That's correct.
And then you also have committees. What are some other volunteer opportunities?
So we have a Restore Committee, an Advocacy Committee, Resource Development Committee, an Interfaith Committee, and Special Events. So these committees, maybe too many.
No. I mean, it sounds like depending on your skills and your interests, this
Right.
might be something you want to get better at or demonstrate your skill in, or something you've done your whole career and you're like, let me help out. I'm good at resource development, or I'm good at accounting, or I love special events. Whatever,
Yes.
whatever
That's right.
you.
That's right.
Yes. And as for our special events, that committee is extremely busy right now. We have a Women's Build event that's coming up in April. And so it's a National Women's Build event where multiple Habitat affiliates across the nation are actually participating in the same event. And our goal is to have 300 women come out into the construction site and build. The goal is to promote women in construction. Sometimes there is a bias with certain types of job positions. So we want to promote women in construction and women being able to help their community. Physically help their community.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. We are working in Prince George's County, which is also a part of our service area.
You're Montgomery County and Prince George's
That's
County.
That is
correct.
correct. So we have two homes that we are working on currently. One is in Largo and the other one is in Landover. And so that's where we're going to be doing our construction for our Women's Build event.
Okay. And again, people can find out about that at the website.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Awesome. And so some of your other committees are advocacy, resource development, interfaith. What's the interfaith committee do?
So the Interfaith Committee goes out into the different religious organizations within our service area to try to build a connection with our organization. We want to have more support and have more of a connection with the different religious affiliations in this area, or organizations, excuse me, in this area. And so sometimes we have them come out onto our construction site and build as well. We call it our Interfaith Build Day.
So you might have a faith-based or
Exactly.
congregation come
Right.
help on a certain build.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or multiple people from multiple congregations
so
to come out and build together.
Interfaith.
Right.
Yes.
No, that sounds really fun.
Yeah.
And then you've got advocacy for people who like to do that, resource development, I heard finance.
Yes.
we have
So
the
all
finance
those
committee.
kinds of skills that people
Yeah.
might bring to the table. I think I heard you say 18 and older for
Yes.
some of the committees, and
Yes.
construction,
Right.
and restore, I think 14 and older,
That's
right?
correct.
Okay, so one last time, we're wrapping up. Thank you so much. One more time, how do people reach your website and phone number if they want to get involved?
All right, so they can visit our website at www.habitatmm.org. They can also give us a call at 301-990-0014, extension 18.
Okay, and your email address, sorry.
Well, Monet, M-O-N-E-T, period, Friedman, F-R-I-E-D-M-A-N, at habitatmm.org.
Awesome. Well, Monet and John, thank you so much for joining us
Yeah.
today and telling
Yes.
us about all these very cool opportunities.
Thank you for having
Lorraine.
And
us.
for an important goal, such an important goal.
Thank you very much.
So we've been talking today with John Paukstis, President and CEO of Habitat for Humanity of Metro Maryland, and Monet Friedman, Volunteer Services Coordinator with Habitat, about ways volunteers can get involved in helping to create decent and affordable home ownership opportunities in our area. For more information about volunteering in Montgomery County, please contact the Volunteer Center at 240-777-2600 or visit their website at montgomeryserves.org. And remember, as a volunteer, you can make a difference.